r/AskReddit by Redmond Dtes. What are some of the professions that are slowly dying? I can't think of the last time I saw a watchmaker workshop. I used to see 2 or 3 in every town when I was younger. Door-to-door salesman. That's why my mom is depressed. Video player repair people. Not everyone's lucky enough to work with Mr. Plinkett. Any kind of electronic repairs really. No one repairs anything anymore. Airline desk attendants who help you reschedule your missed flight. Some airlines now have mobile apps that let you book your own flight and even divert to a different airport. They'll show you which ones are available and your choice will immediately go into their computer system. And chances are, if you have a basic knowledge of which airports are where in their transportation options, you'll do a better job than them. Elevator operator. That profession has had its ups and downs. Travel agents. But grubby overpriced hacks. Factory workers in general. Their jobs can be and currently are being automated, which is cheaper and faster for companies. Also salespeople. Real marketing is done through reviews online and general reputation for the product these days, and most sales happen online. In-person sales just aren't prevalent in today's world. Basically, if your job can be done more efficiently and at lower cost for companies, you gotta consider having a backup plan in case it goes south for you. Factory workers in general. Their jobs can be and currently are being automated, which is cheaper and faster for companies. Yes and no. I work in a factory as operator. We have indeed automated quite a bit that led us to use less people. But we can't automate more at the moment for the coming 10 years at least, and we are chronically understaffed because demand for good operators is pretty high. I had 4 job offers out of the blue this year during COVID time. I'd say the sector is pretty solid for the foreseeable future. Up until a couple years ago I was a cobbler. It was my favorite job I ever had. When I left they shut it down. They also sell shoes and boots there, because it takes quite a long time to teach someone the skills. Vacuum salespeople. It's their own fault. Their product sucks. Waiters and waitresses. Went out to eat the other night and you were able to order and pay through a QR code on the table. A waitress did come over but then saw I was just doing it through my phone and she kinda just walked away realizing she wasn't needed. I think slowly over time a lot of restaurants will have automated kitchen to table layouts with kitchen staff only being needed to actually prepare food and then give it to a machine to send off. Imagine walking into a restaurant and a computer tells you where to sit, order, and pay through the phone, and then you can just leave. Halfway through writing realize that's totally what Japan and a lot of other progressive countries already do. Retail workers. Self-scan machines have already replaced a lot of people's jobs and it's not going to slow down anytime soon. Journalist. That's not a sarcastic, edgy comment. They are legitimately being replaced by content creators. The advertisements don't even read journalist or reporter 60% of the time. The distinction is important too, because the job of a journalist is to report the truth, whereas a content creator simply matches a brief suited to the publication's biases, alignments and interests. Cartography. I used to work for a place that made paper maps and atlases. We went from extremely busy to pretty much out of business quickly thanks to technology. In all seriousness, morticians, undertakers and funeral directors. The generation before mine, boomers, graduated classes of 80 to 100 students. My generation, Generation X, graduated classes of 40 to 50. Millennials are now graduating classes of 10 to 20. I think the long hours, demands of an on-call lifestyle and the old guard, paying D+ wages and expecting A+ performance all lends to the declining grad rates. The death rate is increasing due to the age of previous generations and there just aren't enough of us who have the calling or work ethic to care for them. Sewing machine technicians. The 2 older gents that service mine are amazing. Been doing it most of their lives. They're lovely people and extraordinarily knowledgeable but they're wanting to retire and there's no one to take on their business. They've tried to find apprentices but no one is interested despite them being in pretty high demand. The precision engineering in my industrial and domestic machines is extraordinary and it makes me so sad that if they go wrong I might never find anyone to fix them. Every single person and profession who got replaced by an answering machine. If you were stupid enough to call here and waste your time and energy, please press 1. God, I hate these. Photo lab technician. I've worked in a few different photo labs and with the move to digital there really isn't a need for people who work with film. I used to develop film at a 1-hour photo. The reason they are pretty much gone is when not enough film is run through the machine they start to grow crystals on the rollers, which scratches the film. We got rid of our machine shortly after it scratched a roll of wedding pictures. Was too much work to keep reliable. English teaching in Asia. No money in it anymore. How much money was in it before in comparison to now? I would have thought that teaching English overseas would be more for the experience than the money. I can speak about Korea. 90% of the teachers make about the same as 2008. About $2,000 a month to live on. I would say 50% of the teachers don't even make it a year cause the schools fire them to avoid paying them. Teaching in Korea is a huge scam that is not that well known in the West. Wait, what? Fire them to avoid paying them? I need more detail here. This sounds illegal. Lol. Happened so much. It's called an 11-month firing. Every year you work you get a bonus on 1 month's pay in order to not pay foreign workers are fired just before the end of contract. The labor board will always take the side of the business owner over the worker. So many illegal things happen to teachers in Korea. Not sure why you put NSFW. That profession will only die out with humanity itself. The jobs are dying. It's literally unsafe for work. That's all folks. Thank you for watching. Have a nice evening. Kitos.